Okay, this is your daily review for trading NQ futures for Wednesday, April 16th. This is Tradovate. This is a 1000 tick chart. And this vertical line here is the start of the New York session. It says 6:30 in the morning if you look at my bottom of my screen. I'm on the West Coast, so 9:30 a.m. Eastern time is 6:30 my time. What happens at the start? I don't like to trade the first half hour, as I said before, but if you did, I might have gone long right here. See, I like the oscillators. Look like price is moving up, and there's some space here between the EMAs and price. Oh, I didn't mention the EMAs. This is EMA 21, and this is my comma. This is the adaptive moving average, and the Bollinger Bands at the top and the bottom. So I might have gone long from when price pulled back to the comma, but I would have got stopped out. But I think break even, because it went up so far. That's probably, like, this whole box is 50 points, so that's, at least 30. So I would move my stop loss to break even. So when it comes down hard, I would just get stopped out of break even. After that, the comma's flat. What I'm looking for is I want to see some direction, and right now it's hugging the comma up and down, being choppy. There's nothing to trade here. It's too difficult. So I'd be waiting for price to start moving, start trending, and this is it. So now you can see price is dropping below the comma, and you can see the comma is angling down. Our oscillators are showing us the price is going down, and the price pulls back up here to the comma, and this is where I'd be getting in, right here. So that's an easy 50 points. This is a perfect trade. The trend is down. You can see the average is moving down. Oscillators say it's going down. This one, the Tiki oscillator, looks like it's pulling up a bit, and it just did that because it's pulling up to the comma before it carries on down. So I could have stayed in this for longer and got probably 100 points instead of just 50, but that was my take profit, was 50 points. Now price pulls back to the comma here. Do I want to go short again? I don't think so, because this also looks like price is moving up, and this one as well. And the comma is leveling out here, so I don't think I would do anything with this. Could I have? I probably could have got 50 points here, but I think I would deem that to be too risky. However, here's another stop out at break even. Price starts going up. You see the oscillators moving up, breaks above the comma, pulls back to the comma right here. I'd go long here, and this almost reached 50 points, very close. So I'd move my stop loss up to break even, but then it comes back hard and would take me out at break even. I could have captured, some points there, maybe 20 points or something, but we'll just say that I got stopped out at break even. Price crosses the comma again, and the oscillators look like things are going up. I'm looking for an opportunity to get in. So I could have not waited to pull back to the comma, and I could have got in here. I see these green buy dots. At any of these pullbacks, just put a limit order in the middle of the previous candle. There, middle there, and that would have been a winning trade. But I waited too long. I got in here. Now the oscillators look like price is still going up. So when it pulls back to the comma here, I'm be looking to go long. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It very quickly moves down and it would stop me out. So that's a losing trade there. But we already had a few winning trades, and it's only a 10-point stop loss. What happens now? Price is going sideways here. Notice the horizontal comma. So I wouldn't be interested in getting in here. It's just choppy, and it's too hard to make money there. Now price starts pulling up here, but the comma looks like it's the squeeze, Tiki squeeze, looks like it's going down. So when it eventually comes back down, it's not a pullback. It's looks like a change of trend. You can see lower lows and lower highs. So this is not really a place where I'd be looking for a bounce back up. So I didn't do anything in here, and then it just got choppy for how long? Like about half an hour here. Up and down, a big X through here. You just don't want to do anything here. See the flat comma? This is where traders lose all their money. It looks like it's trending down, and then boom, price comes back up. It looks like it's trending up, and then boom, price comes back down. Like that for half an hour. So that's where you take a break, you make a coffee, and you just sit on your hands. You don't do anything. here, I was watching when this happened. I like this. We got upward momentum. We got our oscillators showing things are going up. I was waiting for a pullback to the comma. I didn't take a trade here, but I could have. I could have, it's a different strategy, but I could have put a limit order, halfway through one of these candles and got in, say, right about here. If it didn't pull back halfway here and didn't pull back halfway here, yeah, we got him right here, and that could have been easy 50 points going up that way, but I didn't. I was waiting for the pullback. And when it did pull back, then it didn't look like it was going to continue up. We see the oscillators look like things going down, and so I wouldn't take this. I'd be watching to see if it does pop up, and it didn't. It continued down, so I was happy I didn't get in that. But this is what I'm looking for. So we're downtrending here. Our oscillators are showing us that, and the price pulls back up to the comma, and this is an entry I love because it looks like we're on a downtrend. We're just pulling back for a bit, so I'd go short here for 50. In fact, I remember doing that, 50 points there, and then I got in again on this pullback. Now it didn't touch the comma, but I wanted to get in on that, so I remember going 50 points there. So I think I got in lower though. It wasn't that far up, so it was here, so I'd be finish right about here. But here's another good pullback. Price staying below the comma, pulls back to the comma right here. Now, looking here, we could see that it looks like price is moving up, but luckily for this trade, price continued down. So there's divergence here. So there's 50 points there. But seeing how the oscillators are doing down here, I wouldn't want to go short again. Once we hit the take profit here and the price comes back up, I'm not looking to go short because the oscillators don't look like we're going continuing down. And the comma is flattening out, and this is another one of those don't trade areas because it's just chopping up and down on the comma. Now here it stays above the comma a little bit, but I'm not getting a gap between. There's a little bit of a jump up here, but then it comes down hard. So I didn't do anything. I just waited. In fact, I waited for a long time. See, the moving averages are like wires, and the price is getting caught in the wires, and that's not a good time to trade. And here the price is staying below, but no, the oscillators this oscillator, the ultimate oscillator, it looks like price is above. So I didn't do anything. It was just chopping up and down. I was just watching. But I remember price getting an engulfing candle off the Bollinger Band, and it was going up here across the comma, and I was looking to go long, and it pulled back to the comma. I like this right here. Unfortunately, it didn't continue up. It carried on down. It came back up again, but not far enough. So I didn't do anything there. But then the EMA 21, the comma starts angling down, and you can see the oscillators moving down. This is what I like. Now I just look for the opportunity. Now I should have went short here, but I was waiting for it to touch the comma, and it didn't, and it came down hard after that, and I missed that opportunity. But then I had another opportunity. After moving down lower, it pulled back to the comma again, and I got in short here. And now I just put 50 points to take profit here, but I actually got more than that. I let it go down to, when it started pulling back here, I think I closed right about here. So I got more like 80 points. Yeah, probably 70 or 80 points there. Price pulled back, not quite to the comma, but this would be an excellent entry because that's another easy 50 points. I remember I did go short here, and I got stopped out because price pulled back to the comma, and I went short. Although I guess looking here, I probably shouldn't have, because we see the angle of momentum is going up. So that was maybe risky. That's a 10-point loss there. But then I remember going short from the comma when it crossed over the comma again. Despite that things are looking flat here, and I made 50 points there. You could have got a little more, but that's what I did. 50-point stop loss. When price is maybe not trending, then I like to have my take profit in place to capture those gains. And price came down, and it came back up, and I thought I could. Oh, I remember, this is when news came out. This was 11 a.m. my time. That's 2 p.m. and Jerome Powell was speaking. That's right. I remember price came up here and I went short, and then pow, this candle rocketed up when Jerome Powell got on stage to talk about interest rates and stuff like that. And I remember getting stopped out. So that was a little out of my control. And then I didn't do anything for a while because price here was chopping up and down. You can't see it in the candles, but it was flickering up and down like a butterfly, and you just want to stay away from that because it's like flipping a coin, whether you're going to get a win or not, because it's up and down. It's so easy to get stopped out. But when price started calming down, the price went below the comma here and pulled back. I tried to get in there, and that didn't work out. I got stopped out there. So that's 2 stop outs in a row. But then I tried again when price crossed over the comma and then pulled back to the comma. I remember going long here, and that was quick. That was a quick 50 points. And then price came back down, crossed through the comma. I was looking for a pullback, and it was a pullback right here, and that was an easy 50 points. And I love this pullback because you see the moving averages are angling down, and our oscillator showing going down. This is the low risk trades, the high probability trades. So when price pulled back to the comma again, or it's about the same as this level here, but then the comma had actually been coming down, I got in again, and that was another 50 points. And then same thing again. Comma came down, price came up, and I got in there. So that was 3 wins in a row. And then I tried again down here. Now, was that too late? Was price coming up here? Well, price already looked like it was coming up here, but I still went anyway because I like the angle we're coming down. So I was hoping that angle would continue, and I went short here when price hit the comma, but no luck this time. It quickly went up and took me out. But look at the moving averages. They still look like well, it's a little flat, but they might be coming down. So I remember price came down and pulled back to the comma, and I went short here for 50 points. And luckily I used to take profit because right away price started moving up. So I was happy to capture that 50 points. And we're getting near the end of the day. And I remember this because this was an excellent run. So I remember going long right here, and I put 50 points on the chart here so you can see how quick and easy it was when prices, the moving averages are angling up and our oscillators show things are going up, then this is a great trade. But in real life, I didn't do 50 points. I did no take profit. I just let it move, let it run. And I let it run all the way up until it hit this volume imbalance here. When it hit the volume imbalance, I closed for 200 points a gain. That was an excellent run. I was very happy with that. Now, if you just use the 50 points, then you can get in here for 50 and here for 50. Here's another one for 50. So you could have got 3. That could have been 150 right there. But it was a lot of fun just holding on to it because price was staying above the comma. That was my strategy for keeping it open. But once I saw this volume imbalance get closed, I thought there's a good chance it might drop back down. So I just wanted to capture those gains, and I was out. And that was it for the day. Price came down hard here, very fast. I didn't do anything because it was too fast. And then it started going back up, but I didn't go long here. This was very fast. If you look at the time at the bottom here, this is 55, 3 seconds, 12 seconds, 28 seconds, 55 seconds. So this was about less than a minute for that to come up, and it happened so fast I didn't do anything. Down hard, up hard, I didn't do anything, and then it was flat for the rest of the day. So that was it. I was happy with my 200-point win there, and I just called it a day. So how did we do today? I had an excellent day. These are the results of that back testing we just looked at. There was 13 wins for 50 points of profit each, and 6 losses for 10 points of loss each. And interestingly, these results are exactly the same as the backtesting results of yesterday, April 15th. 13 wins, 6 losses. Totals are exactly the same. My trades weren't exactly like this because real life is not this clean. But I had an excellent day, and I held on to some of those trades longer than 50 points and had some big wins, including that 200-point win I was talking about at the end of the day. So I was very happy with today.